Hey there folks, so thank you first of all for all the new subscribers. It's very much appreciated that you like the channel enough to actually hit that subscribe button, so thank you. Today's recipe is a very simple and very easy one, vegan waffles. I also have a recipe for buttercream waffles that at some point I might stick up, but the vegan one's the one that I make because we're pretty much close to being entirely vegan in here as much as possible anyway. But it's a really nice recipe, it's really dead easy, dead quick. When it comes to cooking it, the only thing you'll do different than me possibly is cook per the instructions on your machine, but the recipe itself remains the same. So let's crack on and do this. So first things first, we're looking to sift 470 grams of plain flour into a large mixing bowl. To this we then want to add 6 teaspoons of baking powder. Then 3/4 of a teaspoon of table salt. And as far as the dry ingredients go, last but not least, 9 tablespoons of granulated white sugar. Give the dry ingredients a quick mix together, either with a whisk or a fork or even your hand. We just want to bring them all together. Then measure out 900 millilitres of nut milk. I personally believe hazelnut milk gives the best subtlety of flavour on top of the waffles, but choose any nut milk you want, go with your personal preference, hazelnut being mine. Then add 6 tablespoons of olive oil straight into your jug with your nut milk. Same again with your pure vanilla extract, we're adding 6 teaspoons direct to the milk and the oil. Now from here we're going to add in very small amounts the wet ingredients, mixing with a whisk as we go. The aim is that as the wet ingredients go in, we're trying to de-chunkify it and keep it smooth. So small amounts, whisk it up, get a smooth mixture and repeat until we've added all the wet ingredients. When it comes to cooking your mixture, follow the instructions for your particular waffle maker. They do vary. The one little bit of advice I would do is any waffle maker, any sort of machine I've used, even if it doesn't say add oil to the non-stick, add some oil to your non-stick. I use a little sprayer. It's the simplest way to get it on without risking burning your hands. For this particular Tefal machine, I cook for 5 minutes. Once the light's at green, because that's it ready to cook, and then I can remove them with a silicone spatula or a wooden spatula. Don't use your fingers because you'll burn them, and don't use metal tools because you don't want to damage your non-stick. When it comes to actually adding your waffle batter, it's a good idea to get to know the quantity that your machine takes as well. My machine is just over a ladleful. It's about 1.25 ladles of the particular ladle that I use. So get the feeling of what the actual mixture takes for your machine, and that way you can add the consistent amount, because if you add too much with most machines, it spills out the side and you've got a big mess. Add not enough, well, you don't have a good enough waffle. And because it does take time to make multiple batches of waffles, keep them in your oven about 80 to 100 degrees just as you cook the rest of them. And I found that also helps just crispify them up a bit, and it just leaves a nicer texture overall in the end. And once they're all ready, take the ones you've been keeping warm out the oven and serve with lashings of vegan butter and maple syrup. Yummy, yum, yum. So there you go, yummy in my tummy waffles. A little bit extra. "100% vegan waffles, 100% gorgeous." I'm off to enjoy these. Hope you do too if you make them.